I'm really interested in understanding the military concept, and I've listened to you a number of times describe that, and I've seen it in programs and shows. The military, how it shapes minds to a point where that individual will put the most precious thing, their life, on the line for their partner. How can we create that in our organizations, not in the time frame of years, but in the time frame of weeks and months, like the military?
Yeah. So let's answer those questions in reverse. So one of the things that I have deep admiration for the military, and the admiration I have for the military is the exact same love and admiration I have for artists, is because they both undertook their paths knowing that they weren't going to get rich, and felt like it was a calling, and were willing to sacrifice to advance this thing, whatever it is, and be a part of something. So to me, it's the same love. And the thing that I noticed immediately when I started hanging out with folks in uniform is you and I have colleagues and coworkers. They have brothers and sisters. They literally refer to the people they work with as brothers and sisters. And the relationship is one of brother and sister, which is they may fight, but you try and attack my brother or sister, you got to go through me. They love each other. Love is the word they will use. The Marine Corps calls them the intangibles, right? That what makes the Marine Corps strong are the intangibles. What they mean is empathy, love, devotion, these mushy words. And you're asking me a question like, how do we do it in weeks and months? These are human beings we're talking about, right? So that's like asking me, can I give you advice so that you can fall in love in a matter of weeks, instead of having to do this whole like getting to know them, being vulnerable. I got no app for that. It's a slow, ploddy process. Sometimes you get lucky and you have a meeting of the minds and you have shared values and it goes a little quicker, but even though we get really excited and we jump in the relationship, 3 months later we're like, what was I thinking? Right? There is no way to speed up. It takes more than a week, but if you've been doing something for 7 years and you don't love it, maybe it's wrong, right? I just don't know where it happens. So what I do know is that the way you build trust inside an organization is the exact same way you fall in love, right? Which is you devote yourself to the care of another human being, sometimes at the sacrifice of your own interests. It means when the person you love comes home from work and they said, I had a terrible day, and you had an amazing day, you don't say a word about your amazing day at all. And you sit there and listen with love and empathy to their horrible day, as opposed to waiting for your turn to speak. You know, it means that you wake up in the morning and you say good morning to them before you check your phone. It's little things. It means you learn to listen and make them, and listening is real easy. It means you make the other person feel heard. So if you can go learn all of those things on how to make a friend and how to fall in love, now go do all of those things at work. That when somebody walks into your office and goes, oh, fuck my day. You go, what's happening? And you listen so they feel heard. Don't give them advice. Don't fix anything. Just listen, right? When they tell you how awful it is, say, that sucks, tell me more, right? It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. And I promise you, you will build those relationships where you will fall in love with the people you work with. And you will call them brothers and you will call them sisters, and they will say the same of you. So that's how you do that. And by the way, the military doesn't do it in 13 weeks. What they do is they create a foundation for it in 13 weeks. But it takes time for those relationships to truly form.